Thanks so much for sticking with us here on NBC 23. Now, joining us this morning is Dr. Pisharodi, and he's here to talk about just some inventions that he's had and some patents and how aspiring Argentine inventors can get their own patents. So, very good information from the bro himself. So, thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and get right into it. What are some of the patents that you've been able to create?
Yes, this is with reference to control of the COVID infection.
Okay.
And when the infection started in 2020, I got my attention. I'm not a virologist, I'm a neurosurgeon. I got my attention when I noticed that more people were dying in places, in buildings where there were air conditioners than people who were living in buildings without air conditioning. So that got my attention, and so I started investigating that.
Right.
And for the last 3 years, I have been working on that, and I have come up with some ideas with the help of my engineers, and this is to probably prevent another pandemic coming up like this in future involving airborne infections.
Yeah, and this is something that really benefits all of our community, and you have, over 35 years of experience to speak on this. So if there is someone out there that wants to follow in your footsteps and develop something and patent something that will help others in the community like you have done, what tips do you have for them?
Yes, basically let me go step by step of what is dealing with the COVID-19 part.
Sure. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about that, and then let's go ahead and just let people know what steps they can take.
Okay. My idea was that we have to think differently about this airborne infection.
Right.
Because all these years we've been concentrating on beating the infection once the virus got into the body. And once the virus gets into the body, the virus takes control of the body. The virus becomes the master and the body cells become the slaves. And the virus dictates how the disease progresses.
Right.
So we have to think of a way of beating the virus outside the body and not allow the virus to get into the body.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, because you of course have all this these years of experience, like I mentioned, but maybe the average aspiring patent engineer doesn't. So what advice do you have for them to be able to just kind of get into this field and be able to help somebody?
You have to think outside the box.
That sounds good. Yeah, for sure.
Because just developing more vaccines, more antivirals, more monoclonal antibodies, that is going to go in the same directions we have been going. So we have to think outside the box and try to block the virus from getting into the body. And we have designed a technique of doing that at an individual level and at the community level.
Yeah, so think outside the box, use your creativity, do all the research you can, and then just never give up and go out there and try to help people as much as possible. Wouldn't you say so?
That's correct, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate your time and your help to inspire others who want to come up with their own patents. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Well, Jessica, you are also an inspiration because you're always inspiring us to know what events to do according to the weather, my friend. So I am going to look to you now to see what we can do. What do you got in terms of weather?
I got this